Hello to all my friends out there. So if you have been following me, you know my latest discovery was chamomile tea. This is good. You got to try this if you haven't, like I haven't. So I usually just try to have like 1 cup because I'm sensitive to tea and I will get terrible insomnia. But this kind is no caffeine. I like this kind. It's very tasty. So, okay, I have a little sugar. And I try just to put enough. This sugar bowl will hold maybe 2 cups of sugar. And then I opened up 2 of these this week for some reason. So I will have that in my tea. And at night, if there's tea left, oh, that worked out perfect. Okay, this little thing also holds a cup. But it spills and everything else in the refrigerator. So I just try to drink it down if I don't use it up by the end of the evening. So, okay, now after a while, when you start doing this stuff, you know, making a point to be cheap, you are going to start saving money. So one of the things that really saves money, and don't ask me why, but it really does, is if you make your own bread. So a couple nights ago, you know, I made bread, and so this is 2 of my rolls. My rolls are big. That's fine. And then I had 4 crackers, and I have a box, and in my box, I open up I put half-eaten food in there, and so I had 4 crackers left. So then I have some potted meat, and if I don't eat that all tonight, that's okay, because I just opened it. And then I like peanut butter and jam on my sandwiches. Sometimes crackers, just depends what side of the bed I get up on. Okay, so now, a couple days ago, if you remember, I made potato salad. And now tonight, and if you keep your refrigerator cold, this can last for quite a while. So I will probably eat it. Another thing I have is cottage cheese. So, okay, my cottage cheese has expired on the 12th. But I tasted my cottage cheese and it's still good, but it needs to be eaten. So you might be thinking, wow, you know, you're eating a lot of food. Well, I eat late, so that's okay. As long as you know, I might not sit down and eat it all right at once. If I don't, I just slip it in the refrigerator. And then I bake some peaches, and so, you know, I need to eat those or make something out of them. So I had some deli meat. I could make a sandwich on one of these. I like open-faced sandwiches. One will be for sure ham and cheese sandwich. So, you know, yeah, I'm being cheap, but I'm not suffering while I'm being cheap. But I am being cheap because this is very cheap. I bought this at Dollar Tree for $1. This is very festive. I'll have that one of these nights. And then one of the things I stockpile is mustard. And one of the things I have found is I really don't care for cheap mustard. I have tried it. I can't. If I do get some and I don't like it, you know, I usually try to eat it. I put it in the... So, okay, so I have a little ham. Well, this is turkey meat, and this is some good cheese. I think I bought this at grocery outlet, 120 pieces. And what I did is I divided that, and so I'll be having a little sandwich. Then I bought 2 avocados at 99 cents only in a guacamole kit. And so I'll be having you know, an avocado sandwich. Okay, when I make, I want to show you guys how I do it. Now, why this is important is if you ever had to eat your stockpile food, and you might be thinking, don't you have a lot of mayonnaise? Well, yeah, but it tastes good with a lot of mayonnaise. I've been walking 2 hours a day. I mean, I can afford the calories. And then for the peanut butter and jam, if I am still hungry, which will be doubtful after I eat these sandwiches and all this food, I could have some peanut butter and jam on crackers. So the first thing I started this was food storage. How to store food so you won't run out of food. One thing you want to store is tea. And get used to drinking a little in case you ever had to. The other thing is cheat meals. If you can find 7 cheat meals, 1 per night, that you like. I made fried chicken. Tonight I'm making spaghetti, and I wanted to mention, okay, I told my son I'm going to go back to the independent grocery stores, and I bought this London broil for $5.25, and I will cut it in 3 pieces, and I will grind it in my blender. What I do is I just cut it in chunks, and then I grind a few. You know, your blender has grind at a time, and I put them in a bowl, and I will make some spaghetti. And if you start doing this, we don't have to worry about fecal contamination. Also, there was metal chips in the Jimmy Dean's pork sausage. So it seems like your issues are with the ground meat, which makes sense if you think about it. And also, I mentioned I started buying the peanut butter at Walmart. And you can see we have gone through quite a bit of peanut butter, which would surprise me because usually we're just eating the peanut butter on crackers. But anyway, I might have made some cookies or something. I don't remember. But we're actually eating quite a bit of peanut butter. So, you know, you want your peanut butter to be good peanut butter. If you're actually, you know, depending on your peanut butter someday for survival, Dollar Tree. And so this made me happy. The comments are really encouraging because one of the comments was, I have more food, I'm not running out of food, and that makes me super happy. Okay, now what I bought was I bought these cookies when I was, you know, cutting back on cookies. And, you know, I get all the joys of Oreos. Okay, and then the comments were really good. Someone mentioned that they are going to get a van. I want to get a van too, but I have a car payment, so the van has to wait unless I find some kind of good deal. You know, when we got my car, it was an exceptionally good deal. So like when you have it in your mind, I would like to do something, and then an opportunity presents itself, then you know you can get it. You don't have to actually know how you're going to do it. You just have to know you want to do it. And then one of the followers said that she got a part-time job, and that is cause for rejoicing, because if you're going from volunteer work to paid work, a part-time job, that's a big step up. One of my friends, she has worked volunteer, and then she was also doing patient care. And I thought, you know, if you would do your patient care and be properly compensated, you would have a much better life. And you know, everyone deserves a job, everyone deserves a good life. And so if you can stabilize yourself, you know, by eating all your leftovers, this is what this really is. I had leftover peaches. I have my bread in the freezer. I buy these salamis when they're cheap. Dogs love these. Make a stockpile box or area of all your food that is half eaten. And keep an eye on your food, like your cottage cheese, your sour cream. I got a really good deal on this cottage cheese, but if you don't eat it before it expires, then it's not such a good deal. But the main thing is saving money all the time, protecting your health. I mean, you know, really, this is no more expensive, and you don't have the threat of fecal matter in your meat, you know. And eating all your leftovers, keep your refrigerator nice and cold. And the one thing I told my son I've really been falling back and backsliding is water. And water is really easy because when you drink a gallon, you can just go to the kiosk here and fill it up for 35 cents. So you know, you can replenish your water. You're never losing water. Okay, you guys, I'll be back with some spaghetti. God bless you all.